everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
Thank you very much, Larry. While the skies may be ominous, there's never a bad day for football. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. Bobby Rainey now to return it. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So for these New York Giants, as they take the field, the winning streak over at 6 as they fell to the Steelers in Week 13. And Eli Manning was under 200 yards in that game, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions.
And the 2 interceptions is what catches your eye, because throughout his career, there were times when Eli Manning did throw a lot of interceptions in a season, but a lot of that was attributed to him pushing the ball downfield, trying for the big play. In recent years, he and head coach Ben McAdoo, nice relationship. Those interceptions have come down. Had a tough game against Pittsburgh on Sunday.
Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here we go now with a look at the offensive starters for the New York Football Giants.
And Rashad Jennings, a running back, 7th-round pick when he came out. People tended to overlook him a little bit. But the last half of 2015, when he got the ball full-time, he showed his wares. Over 800 yards, he definitely has a 1,000-yard season in his future.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Hitchens from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And this is going to be incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On 4th down, the Giants call on Brad Wing to punt it away. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is brought in at the 21. Look at this spin.
Balance.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
They'll run with Elliott. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. Speaking of Zeke, get this, partner, 86 yards in Week 13 against the Vikings, his lowest total since Week 2. 86 yards, that's pretty good.
And a decent portion of that came late in the game when they just wanted to hand him the ball, let him be the closer. And that shows me a guy that's figured things out early in his rookie year, because a lot of the time, young runners get frustrated if the plays don't break early. He hung with it and got his yards late.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Good to see Witten make that catch. In Week 13 versus Minnesota, held catchless for the first time since 2008. It was 130 straight games.
And after the game, he said it didn't matter to him, which I find hard to believe because there is a certain amount of pride to having that streak. But I think Jason Witten is loving the fact that his Cowboys team is on a roll and has aspirations of a Super Bowl, and that trumped the fact that he didn't catch a football.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So Olivier Vernon, nice tackle for loss. He had 18 of those last year for Miami.
And he really emerged in a game against Tennessee last year. Absolutely unstoppable. Almost couldn't be blocked.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Another carry for the rookie Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On third down, it's Prescott surveying the field. He's got his man. It's Williams. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They give to Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
A second down throw for Prescott. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Prescott from the gun on third. He's got time. And that's caught by Beasley. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Tackle made that time by Jay Bromley.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, Elliott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
Still 3rd down.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try again with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
False start, offense. Still 3rd down.
This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. Third and long for Prescott. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. And it's early, but boy, they looked good on the last drive. Getting that fourth down stop, they'll be looking to build off that momentum.
They went into lockdown mode, didn't they? And what I loved about it is when someone goes for it on fourth down on their own side of the field.
Gutsy.
Not only gutsy, defenses take that as a sign of disrespect. And when they're able to shut them down and put it back in their face, they feel really good about trotting back out for the next series.
We'll see if they still feel good here. They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 on the gain there. And that'll be good for a Giants first.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Sean Lee is a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
So 2nd and 10 here. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And here the hook up good to Victor Cruz. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Manning now on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And for OBJ, he's now over 1,000 yards on the season after having 100 yards on 10 receptions in Week 13.
And when people talk about Odell Beckham Jr., we obviously say he's a number 1 wide receiver, okay? But to me, what truly defines a number 1 receiver is knowing the coverage is coming your way, knowing there's going to be extra people in the vicinity, and still finding a way to make your catches and affect the game. And Odell Beckham does that.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They run again with Jennings. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Finding time. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's got time in the pocket. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will tie us at 3-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So Dak Prescott here, he and the Cowboys come on offense. A 2-point win last Thursday over the Vikings, and maybe not Dak's best game. It wasn't. 139 yards, did throw a touchdown pass, but as we always say, bottom line, they found a way to win.
Yeah, to me, it was improv night for him. And what I mean by that is, you just said it, didn't have his best stuff. Everything wasn't just sharp, accurate, on point, right? But when it was time to make a play, and he used his legs extensively in this game to create first downs, keep plays alive, find guys open downfield, I really thought he matured as a young quarterback in that game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the one with the ball.
10th carry now for Elliott. Room here to run. Cuts back, left sideline. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big run there by the rookie Elliott. 67 yards. Well, every quarterback, especially a rookie quarterback, loves to have plays like that from a guy running the ball.
Takes a lot of pressure off the youngster, doesn't it? He doesn't have to throw the ball in bad situations. Just turns around, hands it to his big horse. And we've seen rookie quarterbacks ride great runners right into the playoffs.
They run with Morris. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal. They'll try to run it with Morris. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From back at the 2, here's third and goal. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And 4th down coming up. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading field goals here in the opening half. No breakthrough yet on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
And really, I like what I've seen from both of these defenses thus far. Both have been a little more aggressive than I expected. And I think that's reflected in what we see on the scoreboard, which is no touchdowns to this point.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They start the drive with Jennings. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Surveying the field, and this will be incomplete.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, this on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And
alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Drops it off in the flat to Jennings. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
To throw is Manning. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Manning to throw once more. To Vereen out in the flat. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Manning again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now,
yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran, taking what the defense will give him.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
False start, offense. Still first down.
Here we go on 1st and 15. Again, it's Manning. They go screenplay with Jennings. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now it's Jennings. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Can't find anyone open. And this is going to be incomplete. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will tie things up at 6-6. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Second down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A beautiful fake. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Elliott. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So good for the Buckeyes last year, and he's taken that from the college game, showing some glimpses of it here in the NFL.
How about his last season with Ohio State? Over 1,800 yards, only one game where he didn't get over 100. And remember, he demanded the ball from then on out. I think they listened to him, and they were smart to do so.
And now they're giving it to him here on the next level. Now it's Morris. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Play action now. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Holding offense. The penalty is declined.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone. Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points. And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. It's hauled in by Shepard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. And his throw here's incomplete. And the offense in that middle ground here on third down. 5 yards to go. One receiver left, 3 to the right. From the gun on third down, Manning. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
.51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They start on the ground with Elliott, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Prescott now on 2nd down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
They come out here in the eye. This is Elliott. And some room to maneuver. Cuts left. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 59 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They begin the drive with Jennings on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll be a New York first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Jennings. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This is Jennings. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
On the run, here's Vereen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They stick on the ground. Again, it's Vereen. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Working from the gun, Manning. He's got Cruz complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
All right, let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Here's Jennings. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Manning to throw on second down. This is Shepard on the catch. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Into the red zone now. Manning. This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On play action. Now Manning. He's got time. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Manning going to try and throw on third down. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This is a 26-yard attempt. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. But clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy try to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Prescott looking middle, and it's incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. I want to switch gears for a second just to talk quarterbacks. We've discussed a lot of young quarterbacks being great in the league this year. Aaron Rodgers turned 33 this past week. In general, at what age do you start to say, that's tough for him to still do it under center in the NFL?
You know, that's a great question because based on what I remember from my youth and growing up in the game and observing the game, early 30s, you started to wonder a little bit about guys. But I think that number's really been extended, partner, because better nutrition, better health, these guys are taking care of themselves, and they want to play longer. They love playing. So take a look at what Tom Brady's doing now at his age. Look at what Drew Brees is doing at his age. And neither one of them has talked at all about giving up this game.
And just to be clear, Aaron, if you're listening, I was not calling you old. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A first down throw for Prescott. Finding time. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to loop. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Now Dunbar. And he'll go down. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, it's Odell Beckham. Beckham, the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. It's hauled in by Shepard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On 1st down, Manning. Out on the right, this is Cruz. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Giants a 1st down.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds. And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it? I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football.
Never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go play action here on first down. And that's incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Well, no kickers on the field right now, but did want to discuss Justin Tucker and how he made headlines this last week, kicking a kickoff through the uprights, and his coach suggesting, maybe in jest, that, hey, we should get a point for that. What do you think?
I like the fact that he brought it up and turned into a topic of conversation. I'm very leery about gimmicking up the game. I like the authenticity of our game as it is. I don't want to see people getting that when all of a sudden we're aiming for the goalpost and everybody's got to go out and get this big-legged kicker who can do that and just give a point or maybe, you know, move the starting point for the defense. No, I'm not in favor, but it's a good discussion point. Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He's going to get the football. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Prescott now on second down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Second down following the run. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Prescott on first down. He dumps off to Morris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First and goal from the 8. This is Morris. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
So this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come out here in the eye. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
On that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and goal to go now. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
False start. Offense.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Manning to throw on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running is nowadays.
Fresh set of downs here. Here's Vereen. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run again with Vereen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that gets him back within 10. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now, and he's accounted for all 9 of their points thus far.
And he's definitely keeping them afloat. But we say it so often, field goals are not going to win you games in the National Football League. They've got to find ways to start capitalizing when they get down near the red zone.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. On the counter, Elliott. They find some open field here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll give to Elliott. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Morris. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll try to throw now. Prescott got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Simple slant route, and partner, really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. From the red zone now, Prescott. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. On 2nd down, Prescott again. That's complete right around the 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Prescott, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jason Witten from 4 yards out, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
and there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it, and he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Rashad Jennings trots back out there as he gets set to go. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. On second down, here's Manning. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Throwing is Manning on third down. He's got time in the pocket, and he's going to be taken down. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going. Want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there? And that's run the football.
And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On second down, Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No game.
Now Prescott. He's got his man. It's Williams. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Here we go! And they'll go on the ground. What a spin. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
A first down throw for Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Their big tight end from a yard out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Cowboys now. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. Now Manning. They go screenplay with Jennings. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 4 yards remaining now on second down. Now Manning throwing on second down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Manning now on first down. Surveying the field. Still back there. Harris has it over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And they get 28 yards on that one. And that leads to a New York first down. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks, because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
And complete to Lewis over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 yards on the pickup there. And the Giants are going to get a first down. Jennings. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
They run again with Jennings. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
False start, offense.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Now Manning, gotta have this one. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Will tie, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Now another try at 2 here from the 7 now. Eli's going to throw. That's caught at the 2. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Holding. Defense.
And you, as a former defender, should know that the referees are watching this closely, defensive holding.
They watch it awfully closely. I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys, but in this case, they were strict with the rule.
So let's try this again as they come to the line to go for 2. They'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Giants defense getting ready to go here. And maybe for them at this stage, it's sort of put up or shut up time. They need to stop trailing here.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that one. They've got to go out there now and put an end to what's been going on in this ball game where they've just given up points, gotten pushed around, so to speak, during this contest. They've got to find a way to end it right here, right now.
Can they end it? Let's find out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Morris fighting. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants! So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Manning to throw on second down. It's caught by OBJ. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Manning. And his throw's going to be incomplete. To the air on second down. It's Manning to Shepard, complete over the middle. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing is Manning on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Here's Elliott. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He'll get the football here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
It's really no surprise to see them running the ball here. They've got the lead, not much time left. They just want to keep the clock moving, and they can win it right now.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. He's got time. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Manning going to throw, finding time. Look at the time. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. One receiver left, 3 to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He's got time in the pocket. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
We got chips over here. Chips over here. That's overload. Mike, check.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And this looks to probably be the final play. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.